Now, the recent strong non-farm payrolls data from October the 4th and ongoing dollar strength on geopolitical risk does suggest that short-term dollar appreciation and euro-dollar downside may persist. However, just notice this seasonal bias. Historically, the euro-dollar has shown a 20 plus 11% annualized return from October the 7th through to October the 20th over the past 15 years. And it's had a nearly 90% win rate. So this does suggest that despite near-term dollar strength, there may be opportunities for euro-dollar dip buys, particularly if the recent narrative becomes stretched. Now, what could drive this bias? Despite the dollar's recent gains, which have been fueled by robust labour market data, we had the headline beating expectations, unemployment towards the minimum expectations, and average earnings above maximum expectations year on year. That's all led analysts to project that the Fed will now only cut by 25 basis points, whereas last week there was still an open question whether it might be 50 basis points. So that's driven the latest drop lower. Now, just be aware that major support for the euro-dollar pair does sit down at this 1.0900 region. So yes, the yield spread is dipping lower, right? Yes, we're seeing the euro-dollar move lower as we'd expect, but you might find dip buyers stepping in at that region, particularly if it's considered that the latest move gets stretched, and then if there's any data that comes in that's more supportive of a 50 basis point rate cut, then you can see a bounce from that area, and that could potentially, make sense of that seasonal bias for euro-dollar gains. Now, come along here to SeasonX and you can sign up for literally thousands more seasonal insights just waiting to be revealed. All outlooks have risks, of course, this is no exception. And the main risk with this outlook is if there's a monetary policy shift from either the Eurozone or the US, and an escalation in geopolitical risk also can support the dollar and would contradict this outlook. Don't just trade it, season exit.